On the momento, still getting my VTuber setup. The model, I guess, I mean. Meow, 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 meow. Oh, what? There we go. Okay, I was like, why can't you see me? I'm right here. I'm right here. But yeah, hello and good afternoon, my peeps. I am old. It is actually starting to feel like winter. Hey, Sheeta. Oh, it's starting to actually feel like winter. How are you? I am freezing. I'm good. I'm very good. Thank you for asking. How are you, Sheeta? Ba, 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 ba. Can't relate. Oh, warm here in Spain. Ah, lovely. Yeah, I mean, I'm from Southern California originally, so I'm used to the heat still. I do acclimate, but gosh, does it take me forever to acclimate? I think it's like 30 degrees outside right now, so Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is in Celsius. Sorry. Conversions in my head aren't working this morning. Oh, but yeah. What I would give for a warm day at the beach right now. Oh my god, I bet it would be amazing. But yeah, how is Spain other than warm? Is that well, you don't have to answer. Is that where you live or is feels like summer for me? Oh, yeah, that was the beauty of California. It felt like summer year round, which not everybody loves. Some people want seasons, but I like consistency. I like on any given day, you can just go outside because you feel like it. Here, we have to look outside and be like, is the weather good enough? Are we in danger if we go outside because it's too cold? Ugh, not used to the warmth living here for a month. Ah, I see. Not used. Yeah, so we're having the opposite problem. I'm not used to the cold. You're not used to the warmth. Uh, if only we could trade just for 5 minutes so I could go outside. Oh, yeah. Oh. All right. So for today, I am doing a ASMR and then I'm doing a watch party. So with that so ASMR reading and then where'd my book go? I had a book a specific book I was gonna read. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Okay. Yo, Kasuma. Hi. Kasumaki. Sounds good. Wait, gosh darn second. Did I hear ASMR? Yeah, I'm just talking a little loud for the ASMR right now, but yeah, I'm gonna get real close to the mic and continue reading Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, which I didn't finish last year, meaning like a week ago. Oh, yeah. So I'm technically on chapter 5. A quick recap. Never read it. Oh, modern movies and television have kind of spoiled the ending. It was one of the biggest twists in literature history. But oh boy, did just movies and television just ruin it for people. Ugh, but yeah, it's a really good book. Yeah, they spoiled it. Yeah, absolutely they did. But just in case people don't know the story, because say maybe they're not a native English speaker, or they're ESL, right? English as a second language, maybe they wouldn't have it had it spoiled. So, just a quick catch up. Um, Mr. Utterson is a de- not a detective, right? What was he again? There's doctors and then there's detectives and then what was he? Well, either way, he's on the trail. Yeah, of so Mr. Utterson is on the trail to find Mr. Hyde as he has gone through he has uh there's been a murder. There's been a murder and it is Mr. Hyde who has committed it. They have gone they're trying to find Dr. Jekyll so that way they can talk to him to try and find Mr. Hyde. And it's a peculiar story. Everybody doesn't like Mr. Hyde. There's something wrong with his face, but not quite. And then, or there's just like this vibe, there's this feeling. And then Dr. Jekyll is a very well established man. He is actually very well respected. And we're trying to figure out uh, what the issue is, right? Like where is Mr. Hyde? How come Dr. Jekyll is always so protective of him? And why does he have him in his will? There's so many unanswered questions at this point in the story. If only modern media didn't spoil uh Mr. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, but both very good characters, I'd say. So chapter 5, Incident of the Letter. Let me get real close to the mic for you, and then we can do this. Let me also do the audio. So I'm going to whisper, and I want you to be able to hear me perfectly. I also want you to be able to hear the turning of the pages. I think that would be really good. Awesome. It was late in the afternoon when Mr. Utterson found his way to Dr. Jekyll's door, where he was at once admitted by Poole and carried down by the kitchen offices and across a yard, which had once been a garden, to the building which was indifferently known as the laboratory, or the dissecting room. The doctor had bought the house from the heirs of a celebrated surgeon, and his own tastes, being rather chemical than anatomical, had changed the destination of the block at the bottom of the garden. It was the first time that the lawyer had been received in that part of his friend's quarters, and he eyed the dingy windowless structure with curiosity and gazed around with a distasteful sense of strangeness as he crossed the theatre, once crowded with eager students and now lying gaunt and silent, the tables laden with chemical apparatus, the floor strewn with crates and littered with packing straw, and the light falling dimly through the cupola. Foggy cupola. Not froggy. I said froggy because I'm dyslexic. I'm so sorry. Through the foggy cupola. At the farther end, a flight of stairs mounted to a door covered with red fires. And through this, Mr. Utterson was at last received into the doctor's cabinet. It was a large room, fitted around with glass presses, furnished, among other things, with a cheval glass and a business table, and looking out upon the court by three dusty windows barred with iron. The fire burned in the grate. A lamp was set lighted on the chimney shelf, for even in the houses the fog began to lie thickly, and there, close up to the warmth, sat Dr. Jekyll looking deadly sick. He did not rise to meet eat his visitor, but held out a cold hand and bade him a welcome in a changed voice. "And now," said Mr. Utterson, as soon as Poole had left them, "you have heard the news." The doctor shuddered. "They were crying it in the square," he said. "I heard them in my dining room." "One word," said the lawyer. "Carew was my client, but so are you, and I want to know what I am doing. You have not been mad enough to hide this fellow. Utterson, I swear to God," cried the doctor, "I swear to God I will never—" Oh, right, Utterson's the lawyer, not a detective. I was so confused. But he's investigating like he's a detective. "I swear to God I will never set eyes on him again. I blind my honor to you." Oh, sorry. "That I am done with him in this world. It is all at an end, and indeed he does not want my help. You do not know him as I do. He is safe. He is quite safe. Mark my words, he will never more be heard of." The lawyer listened gloomily. He did not like his friend's feverish manner. "You seem pretty sure of him," said he, "and for your sake I hope you may be right. If it came to a trial, your name might appear." "I am quite sure of him," replied Jekyll. "I have grounds for certainty that I cannot share with anyone, but there is one thing on which you may advise me. I have received a letter, and I am at a loss whether I should show it to the police. I should like to leave it in your hands, Utterson. You would judge wisely, I am sure. I have so great a trust in you." "You fear, I suppose, that it might lead to his detection?" asked the lawyer. "No," said the other. "I cannot say that I care what becomes of Hyde. I am quite done with him. I was thinking of my own character, which this hateful business has rather exposed." Utterson ruminated a while. He was surprised his friend's selfishness and yet relieved by it. "Well," said he at last, "let me see the letter." The letter was written in an odd, upright hand. It signed Edward Hyde, and it signified briefly enough that the writer's benefactor, Dr. Jekyll, whom he had long so unworthily repaid for 1,000 generosities, need labor under no alarm for his safety, as he had means of escape on which he placed a sure dependence. The lawyer liked this letter well enough. It put a better color on the intimacy than he had looked for, and he blamed himself for some of his past suspicions. "Have you the envelope?" he asked. "I burned— Oh, one of the cats is getting into food. Get out of the chair. Be right back." Sorry about the interruption. The food goblin was on the stove top. Hey, hey, what are you doing to my floor? Seriously? Ugh, you did not just scrape my floor. This chair has never scraped the floor, and then today, there has to be something underneath this. Oh, it's not a rolly chair, but I always slide it. But why now? What did it catch on now to where it's like, yep, let's damage the laminate? Yeah, okay, it's scraping my foot. What the hell is on the bottom of this chair? Where now all of a sudden it's scraped. Found the bit that's scraping my floor. Oh, well, I can't be just damaging my floor in this apartment. Oh, just a moment. My chair started to scrape my apartment floor for the first time ever. So now I have to look at the bottom of it and see what's scraping. Not the food goblin. Sounds like a universal cat behavior. Yeah. Ugh. Okay, I took. Hi, Happy New Year this night. Long time no see. Yeah. Flipping the chair back over. No, I still can hear it. I can hear the scrapey. What's scrapey? Oh, I can feel it too. Okay. I'm Happy New Year, Sheeta. Yeah. The three of us still on for finals tomorrow. Played it a couple times to get the basics. Have a full tank build now. Nice. Who will carry if we don't come? That's true. That's true. I need you to carry me. Oh, how much finals are you practicing, man? Not at all. Yeah, yeah, okay. This is the worst year going for me. Good coaches impressed. Learn from him, Dowager. Yeah, if I had time, I guess. Oh, okay. Testing the chair. It's still scraping. Why are you scraping my floor? I'm so upset. It's literally this chair is literally damaging my floor. It's never done this. And today, in the middle of stream, for the first time it scrapes my floor and it's still doing it. I've taken scissors to the bottom of this thing twice now. There's like a piece of something stuck in the bottom. Sounds rough? Yeah. My laptop got wet yesterday. My bike is broken. It's worse. No! Sorry that happened to you. That does sound terrible. Ugh. There we go. Okay. There was a rock stuck in the plastic? How does that happen? I'm inside. I don't get that. Okay, did I fix it? Are we good? You cunt. Okay, I think we might be good now. The test. Hey, it no longer scrapes. We have to give you channel points to play with you. No, you don't. Just how? A rock from where? Just how? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. There was a tiny, tiny rock. There's a tiny, tiny thing that was stuck. And out of nowhere, too, because it wasn't scraping my floor all morning. It wasn't scraping my floor yesterday. Or since I've had this chair. But today, rock stuck in on your chair. Yeah, on the foot of the chair, and it scraped my floors. I'm so annoyed that it scraped my floors. Dwayne the Rock Johnson. It was more like a pebble. Dwayne the Pebble problems. Okay, I'm testing and testing it, and there's no scratching. It was the pebble. It was the pebble. I got pebble problems. Oh, I'm tired. That was a lot of movement. It might come in with shoes. Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of too, is that it came from outside somehow, and that I just happened to go over it. But now there's a few scratchies on my floor, sadly. But they're gonna have to redo the floors when we leave anyways, because or is it my planning to capture ghosts? Maybe that's what it was. But yeah, I don't know. Okay. We can get back to story time now. Sorry for the deterrent. You know what it probably was? It was probably Frodo. I stopped him from getting to the food, and he used his magic powers to put a pebble under my chair. So what's the storybook? Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Damn kitty. I thwarted his plans for bread loaf. Of course it was the cat. It's always the cat. It's always the cat. Okay, so where was I? Have you the envelope? He asked. I burned it, replied Jekyll, before I thought what I was about. But it bore no postmark. The note was handed in. Shall I keep this and sleep upon it? Asked Utterson. I wish you to judge for me entirely, was the reply. I have lost confidence in myself. Well, I shall consider, returns the lawyer. And now one word more. It was Hyde who dictated the terms in your will. Can you read horror book in this voice? In what voice? What voice would you like, Shido? Your voice? This is my voice. I'm good. Oh, sorry. I said that. It's me, not Shido. Sorry. I'm sorry. I just, I, sometimes the lines blur together. Uh, what voice would you like, Death Note? I'm reading in my voice. Death Note, Death Knight. Can you tell I need more caffeine? I haven't had my coffee today. Oh. Your voice, this is my voice. Did you sleep okay? Meh. I slept meh. Now you're not even saying my name right. I know. I called you Death Note instead of Death Knight. Yeah. Oh. Thanks for the fart, Cheeto. I'm kidding, I'm kidding, I'm kidding. I have a new game for you. Oh, sounds about right. What's the game? Left 4 Dead 2. Oh god. Oh god, Left 4 Dead 2. Oh, I'd have to get it, but I'll look into it. Yeah. Let me write that down. Okay, I wrote it down. I put some there as well. Nice. Sounds really good. Oh, mm. Okay. So this is my voice. I'm just whispering quietly. Oh, I have to sneeze. Ah, you are founder of this channel. Yeah, he's one of the first 10 ever thank you, Cheeto. But yeah, Cheeto's one of the first 10 subscribers. Oy. Mm-hmm. Mm. All right, back to reading. Ye, we read ye. Okay, well, I shall consider, returned the lawyer, and now one word more. It was Hyde who dictated the terms in your will about the disappearance. The doctor seemed seized with a qualm of faintness. He shut his mouth tight and nodded. I knew it, said Utterson. He meant to murder you. You have had a fine escape. I have had what is far more to the purpose, returned the doctor solemnly. I have had a lesson, O God, Utterson, what a lesson I have had. And he covered his face for a moment with his hands. On his way out, the lawyer stopped and had a word or two with Poole. By the by, said he, there was a letter handed in today. What was the messenger like? But Poole was positive nothing had come except by post, and only circulars by that, he added. We can't hear you? Madam, what is on the storybook? What do you mean you can't hear me? We can. Okay, I'm so confused. I'm just whispering a little bit. Do I need to get closer to the mic and whisper? I can do that. What is on the storybook? What do you mean? It's by Robert Louis Stevenson. Now I can. I am just dumb. I muted you. I can't disagree with that, Death Knight. I can't disagree there. Confused as well. All good. Yay. Oh. The news sent off the visitor with his fears renewed. Plainly, the letter had come by the laboratory door. Possibly, indeed, it had been written in the cabinet, and if that were so, it must be differently judged and handled with the more caution. The newsboys, as he went, were crying themselves hoarse along the footways. Special edition. Shocking murder of an MP. That was the funeral oration of one friend and client, and he could not help a certain apprehension lest the good name of another. So MP, I'm assuming, is military police, but I don't know. Um, Oration of one friend and client, and he could not help a certain apprehension lest the good name of another he should be sucked down in the eddy of the scandal. It was at least a ticklish decision that he had to make, and self-reliant as he was by habit, he began to cherish a longing for advice. It was not to be had directly, but perhaps he thought it might be fished for. Presently after, he sat on one side of his own hearth, with Mr. Guest, his head clerk, upon the other, and midway between, at a nicely calculated distance from the fire, a bottle of particular old wine that had long dwelt unsunned in the foundations of his house. The fog still slept on the wind above the drowned city, where the lamps glimmered like carbuncles, and through the muffle and smother these fallen clouds, the procession of the town's life was still rolling in through the great arteries with a sound as of a mighty wind. And but the room was gay with firelight, and the bottle, the acids were long ago resolved, and a Muriel dye had softened with time, as the color grows richer in stained windows, and the glow of hot autumn afternoons on hillside vineyards was ready to be set free and to disperse the fogs of London. Maybe read a bit slower as it would be more ASMR. We usually read out loud fast because it's our reading speed. Oh, that's true. I'll read slower. Good idea, Shido. Good idea. Mm. Also, not everybody has English as a first language, so me reading really fast could be hard for them to keep up as well. That's thank you. But the room was gay with firelight. In the bottle, the acids were long ago resolved. The imperial dye had softened with time as the color grows richer in stained windows and the glow of hot autumn afternoons on hillside. That as well, richer. On autumn afternoons on hillside vineyards was ready to be set free and to disperse the fogs of London. Insensibly the lawyer melted. There was no man from whom he kept fewer secrets than Mr. Guest, and he was not always that he kept as many as he meant. Guest had often been on business to the doctor's. He knew Poole. He could scarce have failed to hear of Mr. Hyde's familiarity about the house. He might draw conclusions. Was it not as well? Well, then that he should see a letter which put that mystery to right. And above all, since Guest, being a great student and critic of handwriting, would consider the step natural and obliging. What do you mix when you uh, what do you get when you mix goat DNA and human DNA? You get kicked out of the petting zoo. Oh, that's a really good one, Death Knight. That's really good. Um, Writing would consider the step natural and obliging. The clerk, besides, was a man of counsel. He would scarce read to Strange a document without dropping a remark, and by that remark Mr. Utterson might shape his future course. This is a sad business about Sir Danvers, he said. Yes, sir, indeed. It has elicited a great deal of public feeling, returned Guest. The man, of course, was mad. I've tried to read to people, and it's so hard to go slower, but it's fun to experiment with how slow you can go. Yeah, I agree, Shido. It is difficult to go slower, but I'm working on it. Mm. Also, let's try to let Dawa read. uh, DK is gonna do what DK does. It's just who he is. I should like to hear your views on that, replied Utterson. I have a document here in his handwriting. It is between ourselves, for I scarce know what to do about it. It is an ugly business at the best, but there it is, quite in your way, a murder's autograph. Guest's eyes brightened, and he sat down at once and studied it with passion. No, sir, he said. Not mad, but it is an odd hand, and by all accounts a very odd writer, added the lawyer. Just then the servant entered with a note. Is that from Dr. Jekyll, sir? Inquired the clerk. I thought I knew the writing. Anything private, Mr. Utterson? Only an invitation to dinner. Why do you want to see it? One moment, I thank you, sir. And the clerk laid the 2 sheets of paper alongside and sedu what is that word? Sedulously. I don't know what that word means. I'm gonna look it up. Sedulously.
Sedulous.
Hold on. Where's my? I'm not wearing my headset. I can't hear. What is it?
Sedulous.
Sedulously. Oh, okay, that's easier to say. Sedulous. Wait. And then I lost my spot. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Sedulously. Ah. Oh, right. What does it mean? Sorry, I totally missed that part. Hello, I'm doing good. Hello, Mary Phillips, Santa. Uh, would you prefer just Mary or Phillips? Up to you. Or Philly, whichever. I like your hair. Oh, thank you. I like it too. Call me Anna. Okay, Anna's works. How are you? Yes, I believe that was a follow alert. Thank you for the follow, Anna. I am an animator too, so I can see the detailing. I'm doing great. Oh yeah. Um, learning new words. So yeah, so sedulous. Sedulous means of a person or action showing dedication and diligence. So he diligently did this thing, compared their contents. So diligently he compared the contents. Why you don't have any emotes yet? Cause I haven't quite gotten to it. I need to. Is someone working on it or can I help you with that? I'm not looking for commissions through chat, but if you have a Fiverr account or some other way that I could look at your work and then commission you through a website, I will gladly take a look. I have Discord. No, I don't do business through Discord. I do social through Discord. Sorry. Okay, not gonna use it ever. And website too. Okay, the if you want to links it, hold on. I can whisper at you, and then you can send me the link. There, I whispered to you on Twitch, so now you can whisper back on Twitch, and you can send me your link to your website, and I'll check it out. Business in the live meeting. Learning new. Okay, I missed one of your messages, DK. What do Pink Floyd and Princess Diana have in common? Their greatest hit was the. Technically, I don't think Princess Diana was driving. But yeah, that damn that's some dark humor. I love it. But yeah, I'm gonna get back to reading. It was lovely meeting you, Anna. Thank you for the follow. I hope you enjoy reading content. Here comes more jokes then. And yeah, I don't know that I'll ever use the word sedulously either, but it is an interesting word. We learned a new word today, guys. Mm, mm. Shared the link. Thank you. I will check it out after stream today, which ends in just a few hours. So, if I want to commission some work, I will message you. Also, business during ASMR, bad manners, Anna. Yeah, it's kind of difficult. Also, I have a question. Okay, one question, and then I gotta get back to content, Anna. Oh, okay. No worries. You can carry on. Thank you, Anna. DK, this is the last joke I'm gonna read from you, and then I gotta carry on with ASMR. A woman with a large stomach goes to the doctor for a checkup. After the doctor's finished, he says, "Well, I hope you like changing diapers." The woman is elated and says, "Is it a is it a boy or a girl?" The doctor hesitates for a moment and says, "No, ma'am, you have bowel cancer." That's hilarious. I'm not gonna ban you, DK. That is hilarious. I'm stunned. I'm too stunned to speak. Why would a doctor do that? Why would a doctor do that? Don't make jokes. Okay, if you're a doctor, you can't make I know it's a joke and I'm about to ruin it, but if you're a doctor, you can't make jokes like that. You just you just can't. That's not okay. Ah, bah, 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 bah. No, 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 not you. The doctor in the joke. The doctor in the joke, not you, DK. The doctor in the joke says, "Well, I hope you like changing diapers." Hope. Ooh, my bad. Yeah, you're good. Like, I know that it's a joke, but the doctor in the joke is making a joke and a bad one. Okay, okay. Doctor has good humor. Oh my god. No, because that you're trying to give someone information that they have cancer. Sorry, I'm ruining the joke. I'm taking it way too seriously, but yeah. Yeah, never mind. Oh, yeah, never mind. Oh well. Okay. So, alongside and sedulously compared their contents. Thank you, sir, he said at last, returning both. It's a very interesting autograph. There was a pause during which Mr. Utterson struggled with himself. Why did you compare them, guest? He inquired suddenly. Well, sir, returned the clerk, there's a rather singular resemblance. The two hands are in many points identical, only differently sloped. Rather quaint, said Utterson. It is, as you say, rather quaint, returned Guest. I wouldn't speak of this note, you know, said the master. No, sir, said the clerk, I understand. But no sooner was Mr. Utterson alone that night when he locked the note into his safe, where it reposed from that time forward. What, he thought, Henry Jekyll forged for a murderer? And his blood ran cold in his veins. Would the doctor forge for a murderer? Which this actually reminds me of a scene in Catwoman with Holly Berry where they're at the police station and they're reviewing it and they're like it's almost the same person but not the same person. It all is good. Yeah. All right. So that was the end of chapter 5. How long is chapter 6? Oh, chapter 6 is short. Okay. So after chapter 6, I'm going to switch to watch party. We're going to watch a movie together, one that is in the public domain. Remarkable incident of Dr. Lanyon. Time ran and on thousands of pounds were offered in reward for the death of Sir Danvers was resented as a public injury. But Mr. Hyde had disappeared out of the ken of the police as though he had never existed. Much of his past was unearthed, indeed, and all disreputable. Tales came out of the man's cruelty, at once so callous and violent, of his vile life, of his strange associates, of the hatred that seemed to have surrounded his career, but of his present whereabouts not a whisper. From the time he had left the house in Soho on the morning of the murder, he was simply blotted out. And gradually, as time drew on, Mr. Utterson began to recover from the hotness of his alarm and to grow more at quiet with himself. The quiet of Sir Danvers was, to his way of thinking, more than paid for by the disappearance of Mr. Hyde. Now that evil influence had been withdrawn, a new life began for Dr. Jekyll. He came out of his seclusion, renewed relations with his friends, became once more their familiar guest and entertainer, and whilst he had always been known for charities, he was now no less distinguished for religion. He was busy. He was much in the open air. He did good. His face seemed to open and brighten as if with an inward consciousness of service. And for more than 2 months the doctor was at peace. On the 8th of January, Utterson had dined at the doctor's with a small party. Lanyon had been there, and the face of the host had looked from one to the other, as in the old days, when the trio were inseparable friends. It's always more fun to share with everyone. Oh, thank you, Gwen. Hi, Gwen. Thank you for the raid. That's amazing. Hello, peoples. I'm currently reading Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Oh, that's so nice. Ah, Dimitri hopped up and said hi. Currently, we're on chapter 6. In case you don't know, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde is one of literature's greatest twists endings that has been infamously ruined by mass media. But we are reading as though we don't know the twist ending. So no spoilers, just in case somebody hasn't had it spoiled for them. But welcome. You are all very, very welcome. Mm, yeah. I wish you could hear Dimitri purring right now. He just immediately hopped up and started purring on my lap. He's so cute. Okay. On the 8th of January, Utterson had dined at the doctor's with a small. Wait, I'm past that. Mm. On the 12th and again on the 14th, the door was shut against the lawyer. The doctor was confined to the house, Poole said, and saw no one. On the 15th, he tried again, and was again refused. And having now been used for the last 2 months to see his friend almost daily, he found his return of solitude and weigh upon his spirits. The 5th night he had guessed in to dine with him, and the 6th he betook himself to Dr. Lanyon's. There at least he was not denied admittance. Snooze. But when he came in, he was shocked at the change which had taken place in the doctor's appearance. He had his death warrant written legibly upon his face. I am not reading porn. This book is old. People didn't see that those words put together in that way and think in that way, DK. So what that means is like when you have something sour in your mouth and your mouth puckers in. Sorry for being modern. It's okay, DK. But what it basically means is that like the mouth puckers. Puckers wasn't really a word till more recent. And the 6th he betook himself to Dr. Lanyon's. There at least he was not denied admittance, but when he came in he was, "Hey Dowa, hey gamer, how are you? You missed the raid. I got raided by Gwen, the Spectre." Mm. There at least he was not denied admittance, but when he came in he was shocked at the change which had taken place in the doctor's appearance. He had his death warrant written legibly upon his face. The rosy man had grown pale, his flesh had fallen away, he was visibly balder and older. And yet it was not so much those tokens of a swift physical decay that arrested the lawyer's notice as a look in the eye and quality of manner that seemed to testify to some deep-seated terror of the mind. It was unlikely that the doctor should fear death, and yet that was what Utterson was tempted to suspect. Yes, he thought, he is a doctor. He must know his own state, and that his days are counted, and the knowledge is more than he can bear. And yet when Utterson remarked on his ill look, it was with an air of great firmness that Lanyon declared himself a doomed man. Sadness? Why are you sad, gamer? Pretty good playing Division 2. Oh, I love Division 2. That's a really good game. And so I was talking about me missing the raid Death Knight. Oh, okay, you're not actually sad. You just missed the raid. Okay, okay. That's acceptable. Division 2 is a good game. Mm. Oh, it's all good, DK. But Lanyon's face changed and he held up a trembling. Where am I? Where am I? A doomed man. I have had a shock, he said, and I shall never recover. It is a question of weeks. Well, life has been pleasant. I liked it, yes, sir. I used to like it. I sometimes think we knew all. We should be more glad to get away. Jekyll is ill too, observed Utterson. Have you seen him? Level 3 right now? Nice. I thought someone was relating to me. One day, DK, one day. Mm, I was just, well, actually, I can relate, DK. My year start is not the best, because I have to next week, last minute, we, the leak in our bedroom is finally being fixed, but what we were not told ahead of time is that we would need to get a hotel room, is that we can't stay here, which means we have to pack up the kitties and go to a hotel while they work on the floor and the wall and the window. And it's really frustrating because it costs more to get a hotel last minute. We also have to find one that allows pets. And usually there's a pet fee. So, yeah, and we're paying out of pocket for it. So, it's not the best. Yeah. So finally they're doing it and there's going to be a strong smell, so you can't be there. And we're like, "What on earth are you?" And we have to move everything out of the room because they're doing the entire floor and painting the walls. That's not fun at all. Yeah. Yeah. Very much not fun. And we paid $1,500. Do I need to rob a bank for you, Dowa? No, it's okay. It's okay. But we already hi bio. Yeah. Sorry for not being rude, but thank God not everyone year is good. Yeah, no, this is the start of my year. We were stressing about it yesterday. After stream, we got a message telling us, "Hey, we need to pick dates and we need the and subathon coming up." Yeah, the subathon's coming up too. So I'll be doing that later. But the subathon isn't for the cost of my apartment. The subathon will be for emotes and channel banners. So that'll be good. But yeah, I'm gonna go back to reading the story. But yeah, so my year also did not start the best. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, we already paid the money for the repairs. It's just really dumb that we have to get a hotel, which luckily won't cost too much because we're in the off season for where we live. It's a tourist town, but it's only touristy during the summer. It's the off season right now, so it's actually cheaper to get a hotel now versus then, so we're kind of lucky. Silver linings, I guess. Mm. Mm. But yeah, the subathon will be on the 17th. I have had a shock, he said. Oh, wait, no, I read that. Jekyll is ill too, observed Utterson. Have you seen him? But Lanyon's face changed. He held up a trembling hand. I wish to hear no more of Dr. Jekyll, he said, in a loud, unsteady voice. I am quite done with that person, and I beg that you will spare me and illusion the one whom I regard as dead. Tut tut, said Mr. Utterson, and then after a considerable pause, can't I do anything? He inquired. We are three very old friends, Lanyon. We shall not live to make others. Nothing can be done, returned Lanyon. Asked him. You will not see me, said the lawyer. I am not surprised at that, was the reply. Some day, Utterson, after I am dead, you may perhaps come to learn and the right and wrong of this. I cannot tell you, and in the meantime, if you can sit and talk with me of other things, for God's sake, stay and do so. But if you cannot keep clear of this accursed topic, then in God's name, go, for I cannot bear it. Oh, your bike is broken. You have to get a new one. Oh, I'm sorry, DK. That is quite the expense. As soon as he got home, Utterson sat down and wrote to Jekyll complaining of his exclusion and from the house and asking the cause of this unhappy break with Lanyon. And the next day brought him a long answer, often very pathetically worded, and sometimes darkly mysterious in drift. When you say DK, I just think of Donkey Kong. That's hilarious, bio. Donkey Kong's a fun one. I played that as a kid. Utterson sat down and wrote to Jekyll complaining of his exclusion from the house and asking the cause of this unhappy break with Lanyon, and the next day brought him a long answer, often very pathetically worded and sometimes darkly mysterious, adrift in drift. The quarrel with Lanyon was incurable. I do not blame your old friend, Jekyll wrote, but I share his view. That we must never meet. I mean, from henceforth to lead a life of extreme seclusion, you must not be surprised, nor must you doubt my friendship. If my door is often shut, even to you, you must suffer me to go my own sorry, my own dark way. I have brought on myself a punishment and a danger that I cannot name. If I am the chief of sinners, I am the chief of sufferers also. I could not think that this earth contained a place for suffering and terror so unmanning, and you can do but one thing, Utterson, to lighten this destiny, and that is to respect my silence. You dropped my moral. Please don't call me DK. Call me Death. Call me Knight, but not DK. Okay. Alright, Death Knight. Death Knight it is. I'll say the whole thing. No worries. Oh no, I think it was my bad. I've been calling him DK for like the last 20 minutes. So that was me. That wasn't you, bio. You're good. Yeah, I copied Shido actually. But all good. Death Knight it is. Hmm. Alright. Hmm. It's all good. It just hurts a little. No, I'm gonna call you the right name, Death Knight. It's all good. A week afterward, Dr. Lanyon took to his bed, and in something less than a fortnight he was dead. The night after the funeral, at which he had been sadly affected, Utterson locked the door of his business room, and sitting there by the light of a melancholy candle, drew out and set before him an envelope addressed by the hand and sealed with the seal of his dead friend, private, for the hands of J. G. Utterson alone, and in the case of his predeceased to be destroyed unread, so it was emphatically superscribed, and the lawyer dreaded to behold the contents. I've buried one friend today, he thought. What if this should cost me another? And then he condemned the fear as a disloyalty and broke the seal. Within there was another enclosure, likewise sealed and marked upon the cover as not to be opened till the death or disappearance of Dr. Henry Jekyll. Utterson could not trust his eyes. Yes, it was disappearance, here again, as in the mad will, which he had long ago restored to its author. Here again were the idea of a disappearance and the name Henry Jekyll bracketed. But in the will, that idea had sprung from the sinister suggestion of the man Hyde. It was set there with a purpose all too plain and horrible, written by the hand of Lanyon. What should it mean? A great curiosity came to the trustee to disregard the prohibition and dive at once to the bottom of these mysteries. But professional honor and faith to his dead friend were stringent obligations, and the packet slept in the inmost corner of his private safe. It is one thing to mortify curiosity, another to conquer it, and it may be doubted if, from that day forth, Utterson desired the society of his surviving friend with the same eagerness. He thought of him kindly, but his thoughts were disquieted and fearful. He went to call indeed, but he was perhaps relieved to be denied admittance. Perhaps in his heart he preferred to speak with Poole upon the doorstep and surrounded by the air and sounds of the open city, rather than to be admitted into the house of voluntary bondage and to sit and speak with its inscrutable recluse. Poole had indeed no very pleasant news to communicate. The doctor, it appeared, now more than ever confined himself to the cabinet over the laboratory, where he would sometimes even sleep. He was out of spirits. He had grown very silent. He did not read. It seemed as if sounds like horror story enough. No, it's should be happy. Doctor, it appeared, now more than ever confined himself to the cabinet over the laboratory, where he would sometimes even sleep. He was out of spirits. He had grown very silent. He did not read. It seemed as if he had something on his mind. Utterson became so used to the unvarying character of these reports that he fell off little by little in the frequency of his visit. And that is the end of chapter 6. Um, I'm going to stop reading here. Actually, no, let me do chapter 7. Chapter 7 is only 2 pages. And then we will stop after chapter 7. It chanced on Sunday when Mr. Utterson was on his usual walk with Mr. Enfield. Oh, chapter 7. Incident at the window. It chanced on Sunday when Mr. Utterson was on the usual walk with Mr. Enfield that their way lay once again through the by-street, and that when they came in front of the door, both stopped to gaze on it. Well, said Enfield, that story's at an end. At least, we shall never see more of Mr. Hyde. I hope not, said Utterson. Did I ever tell you that I once saw him and shared your feelings of repulsion? It was impossible to do the one without the other, returned Enfield. And by the way, what an ass you must have thought me, not to know that this was a back way to Dr. Jekyll's. It was partly your own fault that I found it out even when I did. So you found it out, did you? Said Utterson. But if that be so, we may step into the court and take a look at the windows. To tell you the truth, I am uneasy about poor Jekyll, and even outside, I feel as if the presence of a friend might do him good. The court was very cool, and a little damp and full of premature twilight, although the sky high up overhead was still bright with sunset. The middle one of the three windows was halfway open and sitting close beside it, taking the air with an infinite sadness of mien, like some disconsolate prisoner. Utterson saw a Dr. Jekyll, an infinite sadness of mien, like some discons disconsolate prisoner, some disconsolate prisoner. Utterson saw Dr. Jekyll. What, Jekyll? He cried. I trust you are better? I am very low, Utterson, replied the doctor drearily. Very low. I will not last long, thank God. Don't skip a page. That's not what we're doing. You stay too much indoors, said the lawyer. You should be out, whipping up the circulation, like Mr. Enfield and me. This is my cousin, Mr. Enfield, Dr. Jekyll. Come now, get your hat and take a quick turn with us. You are very good, sighed the other. I should like to very much, but no, no, no. It is quite impossible. I dare not. Mm, wait, where was I? Chat distracts me sometimes. I already don't need that. You stay too much indoors, said the lawyer. You should be out, whipping up the circulation like Mr. Enfield and me. Come now, take a quick turn with us. You are very good, sighed the other. I should like to very much, but no, no, no. It is quite impossible. I dare not. But indeed, Utterson, I am very glad to see you. This is really great, a great pleasure. I would ask you and Mr. Enfield up, but the place is really not fit. Why then, said the lawyer good naturedly, the best thing we can do is to stay down here and speak with you from where we are. That is just that I was about to venture to propose, returned the doctor with a smile, but the words were hardly uttered before the smile was struck out of his face and succeeded by an expression of such abject terror and despair as froze the very blood of the two gentlemen below. They saw it, but for a glimpse, for the window was instantly thrust down, but that glimpse had been sufficient, and they turned and left the court without a word. In silence, too, they traversed the by street, and it was not until they had come into the neighboring thoroughfare, where even upon a Sunday there were still some stirrings of light, that Mr. Utterson at last turned and looked at his companion. They were both pale, and there was an answering horror in their eyes. God forgive us, said Mr. Utterson. But Mr. Enfield only nodded his head very seriously and walked on once more in silence. Oh, is that why your New Year is so sad, Death Night? Because you had to break up with your girlfriend? So we don't know what they saw in the window. That's really, yeah, one of reasons. Oh, that is really rough. They saw it, but for a glimpse, for the window was instantly thrust down, but that glimpse had been sufficient. So something happened in the window. Yeah, if people are bringing you down, you really do have to let them go. That is what's best for you. But yeah, so that was chapter 7. I believe there are 3 more chapters. Chapter 8, chapter 9. Chapter 10 is the longest one, which is good. Yep, that's it. There's 3 more chapters. Um, we are about halfway through the story. The 3 chapters are the other half of the book. So we are going to stop that there, and then I'm going to go use the bathroom, get some water, and then when we come back, we are watching a movie that is in the public domain, Nosferatu. So that'll be fun. Oh, all right. Bathroom break. Sorry, Dimitri. He's in my lap, but I'm gonna have to move him. Dimitri, come on. I'm not trying to kick you out. I'm just trying to get up. Thank you. It's fine. I had a new girl benefit of being young, I guess. Yep. Wee. It's you are old, Cheeto. Is that a statement or a question? A question, an answer. Hi, Loomis. Then I would regard myself as young. How young? Nice. You guys are hilarious. But yeah, so we're gonna get to a watch party soon. Me water and a snack. That sounds the best to me. Yes, Nosferatu. It is in the public domain here in the US. So we get to watch it without worry for a copyright, which means you don't have to have Prime to watch it with me. Yeah. Yes, yes. They did pop him up in SpongeBob at one point. Do you watch anime? Yes, I love anime. I actually I didn't know that there was a second season of Cells at Work till like 2 days. Ah, I just threw something. Oops. I didn't know that there was a second season of Cells at Work. Code Black. I'm excited for that one. My most favorite? Ooh. Death Note's good. I I watched Naruto as it came out on TV in the US on, Cartoon Network. I think Inuyasha was my first ever anime. Okay, let me change the volume because now I'm talking normal and I don't want to blow out people's ears. Wee! Ah! Okay, there we go. My favorite is Black Clover. Ooh, I haven't seen that one. But Dimitri just hopped in my lap again. He's so cute. Hi, Dimitri. But yeah, so I'm gonna change stream. You should see it. Yeah, I'll check it out. Ow, ow! You're on. You're hurting me, Dimitri. Get comfy. But like, why do you have to put all your weight on one part of my body? Mm. It's like Big Ten. Ooh, nice. I like Big Ten. That's a good one. Spy equal times family. Nice. No, you're such a good boy. Dimitri's purring again. I wish the mic could pick it up, but he's like, it's cold in here. Give me warmth. Okay, get off my chest. You're hurting me. My favorite is Death Parade. Ooh, haven't seen that one. Gosh, I need to write all these down. Okay, Dimitri, stop climbing higher. Hunter x Hunter. Oh, I've seen that one. That one's a good one. Okay, okay. Dimitri, get in the lap, not half on my chest. It hurts. It hurts. He keeps putting his weight all up on my chest and it hurts. He's like just putting all his weight on one paw. It hurts. Oh god, Hunter x Hunter. A cop shows up to a guy's house. Okay, not X. That's a different. Death Knight is talking about a different one. A cop shows up to the guy's house. He asks to see a picture of a man's wife. The man is confused, but goes and grabs a photo of her. The cop says the man, "Well, sir, it looks like your wife has been hit by a bus." And the man says, "I know, but she's a really good cook." That's a good joke. Death Parade is good as well. I cosplayed the main character. His name is Decem. Nice, Death Knight. New season of that is airing right now. Ooh. Hi, Bio. You cosplayed as the main character. That's really cool, Bio. So Death Knight is just making a joke. Damn, sounds cool. Yeah, Death Parade is airing. I'm so excited. Yay. Okay. So setting up Nosferatu now. I'm gonna put myself in this. Um, Media source. Nosferatu. I has it somewhere. Is it in downloads? Might be in downloads. Yes, it is. So it came out in 1922. I have not watched the new season. Interesting. Interesting. For whatever reason, it's being weird. Okay, I'm just gonna have to Transform? Why is it like this? Okay, I don't know why it's being weird, so I'm gonna trash that, and then I'm just gonna... No, not what I wanted. Such a do. Okay, Is my desktop isn't being visible. I'm gonna have to... Oh, there we go. Okay, now that's visible. Okay, so then I can just put this up here, and then I can just play it from my computer. And you guys should be able to see it from downloads. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, I hate it when that happens, when websites are for sale. Oh, there it is. Okay. There we go. Close that. Make that big. Okay. Boom! Here we go. I'm gonna be in the way a little. Oop. Not that one. I want that to be locked there. You stay there, and then me move here. And then this one, we make big. Yeah, there we go. Sweet! Oh yeah, you might need to use a VPN bio. The region, yeah. I believe Death Knight is in East Asia. If you get a VPN bio and put your location somewhere in East Asia, you might be able to see what Death Knight sees. India. Yeah, so use a VPN to put yourself in India. And then you'll be able to. But for right now, Nosferatu! Where's the audio? Is it... There we go. Oh my god, it's loud. I hope it's not too loud for you guys, but it's loud for me. Hold on, let me... There we go. Let's go, movie night! Oh wait, hold on. I still have my section wrong. It still has ASMR. Hold on. Can I do... movie? No, okay. I'm just gonna have to do just chatting. Because there's nothing else besides the Prime watch party. But this isn't in copyright, so we can watch it. Okay, movie begins now! Can we watch Avengers? No, because copyright. And then also, only people with Prime would be able to watch. But yeah, Nosferatu! Let's enjoy the movie! cast. This is important, guys. In case you don't know, this is a classic. This is a classic from 1922. It is one of the original horrors. How's the audio? Actually, I feel like this is a smidge loud. Is that better? I think that's better. Okay. It's like I'm watching my grandpa's favorite movie. Yeah, that's kind of how it is. It's okay. Yes, I did hear that they're making a remake. That'll be really good. I hope. Okay, and then for people who are mostly listening, Nosferatu, does this word not sound like the death bird calling your name at midnight? Beware, you never say it, for them and the pictures of life will fade to shadows. Haunting dreams will climb forth from your heart and feed on your blood. How creepy. I don't like horror. I love horror, but that's okay. You don't have to like it. Is it just a book? No, it is not. There, Bill Skarsgård as the Count. Oh, that'd be so funny. I love, not funny, but so good. The Skarsgård family is just so talented. I've reflected at length on the origin and passing of the great death in my hometown of Wisborg. Here is its story. Wait, hold on. I missed, whatever. It's good enough. I've seen this like 1,000 times. I just can't read fast enough, apparently. Yeah, it's technically a silent film, so there's lots of reading. Black and white cat, yep. So fun fact, okay, this is kind of creepy place to pause, but fun fact, a lot of actors from the silent film era didn't make it into the sound film era. And a huge part of that is because you know how like you imagine a person based on their voice and then when you see them it doesn't always match. Well, it's like that, except you saw their faces and you didn't know what they sounded like. So when it came to doing sound recordings, they just didn't sound how people wanted them to or expected them to. So they're, you know, or they had accents people didn't expect, you know, all sorts of stuff. So a lot of these actors were super famous for the silent film era, but after that had like no career. She's holding it like a baby. Mm-hmm. They can't speak. Good husband, not good kisser. True. Though. I'm eating my snackies. Not so fast, my young friend. No one can outrun their fate. I'm giving them whatever accents I see fit. There was an estate agent named Knock, about whom all sorts of rumors circulated. The only thing for certain was that he paid his people well. Try a British accent? Okay. I like that my lips were syncing with the music. That's so funny. I was going with transatlantic accent, but I will go with British. Although I don't know if I'll do a proper British. But I'll do... Oh my god, I just went into Scottish for a moment. Hold on, I have to listen. Hold on. Count Orlok. His Grace from the Transylvania wishes to pursue a nice house in our little town. That's nice. Okay, I need to listen to a British accent. Real quick. So that way I can do this. And yes, I'm going to pause a lot.
What's up, everyone? I'm Anne. English guys are like very well put together. And they dress really well and they're like very well mannered.
Listening to Emma Watson.
English guys and American guys, right? Yeah, there's definitely one or two differences that I've noticed. English guys are like very well put together and
Very well. Okay, I don't know if I can do a British accent today. Some days I can, some days I can't. British accent is so funny, you can't understand a word until you hear it with focus. That's so funny. Honestly, to me, it's just such a subtle difference between a Californian accent that I have so much trouble. You could earn a tiny sum. Yeah, I don't think I can do British today. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go with the transatlantic. I watch Peaky Blinders. I love Peaky Blinders. That's a good show. If you see my mouth moving and no sound, it's because I'm eating snackies. I have a Velveeta crunchy blueberry, so, and some yogurt. So good. To the land of phantoms. Crazy. She's like having a panic attack. Look at that. Mm-hmm. There's music throughout the whole movie. They didn't know how to sync up like audio for whatever reason. For like voice recordings. Trusted his wife took care of his friends and wealthy ship owner Harding and sister. When high pitch comes, your character mouth is open like you are singing an opera. That's hilarious. I'm just eating. My bad. Oh, I got crumbs on Dimitri. I'm sorry, boy. He looks at me like I'm offended him. Don't worry, dear. Fun fact about human beings. If you die and there is no food, they will start eating you. That's not just a cat thing. That's a dog thing. That's a survival thing. Oregon Trail. Pretty much any time that there's a food scarcity and there's no way to go get food. Yeah, dogs will eat their owners if there's no food. If a creature is starving, I would eat human without hesitating. See, there you go, Death Knight. She was fast, yeah. um, but yeah, so cats will eat their owner when there's no food. Yes, they're starving. They are hungry. Cat's metabolism is faster than a dog's, so cats do turn to eating their owners sooner than a dog would. And dogs tend to be rescued. True, yeah. So, and dogs tend to be rescued sooner than cats because they bark much louder. Cats can't reach the same volume because of their small stature and the way their diaphragms are. They actually can't get loud enough. But dogs, their barking can be heard for quite a distance. Don't hate cat is just I have a dog. Yeah. I grew up with dogs. I never had a cat till my husband wanted a cat. I love dog more than cat. Don't let my cats hear this. I'm covering Dimitri's ears, but I also am a dog person. But my husband is more allergic to dogs than cats, so we got cats. I have a golden retriever. Nice. See? Yeah. But but dogs are louder. So dogs will bark for, and then neighbors will rescue them. But in places like rural communities where the neighbors are further away, dogs have eaten their owners after death because there was no food. It is a last resort. Cats do it as a last resort. So do people. But yeah, so fun fact about cat, if you die and there's no food, they will start eating you. Just replace cat with human and it's still true. Well, you haven't died. How can you be eaten if you haven't died yet? Just die, but lock your dog in there in a soundproof room, and then your dog will eventually eat you. Yeah. People act like it's like cats are evil and they don't care. It's like, no, they're starving. But yeah. And young Hutter traveled down countless dusty roads until finally the Carpathians gleamed above him. The horses pulled harder. No, cats are not evil. Yeah, I know. I'm just saying people use that saying as like a reason why dogs are better than cats. That's not true. I prefer dogs because I like the manner of dogs more. But cats are, just fine. Once my friend's cat killed a pigeon and bring it in the whole room, there is blood everywhere and pigeon's head. Nice. Yeah. Fun fact, cats are not that dumb. They know we feed ourselves. They know that we feed them. I like old style bars. Same. They know we feed them. The reason why they bring you food is it's purely just instinct. It's not let's not personify them. They aren't, "Oh, my dumb human needs to eat." Mm-mm. No. All it is they have really high prey drive. They saw the bird, they went, "I'm going to go hunting." They hunted, they caught the bird, but because you feed them, they aren't actually hungry. They're not flexing on us, Cheeto. But yeah, they end up not being hungry, and the thing about cats, cats are dominating character. Yeah. Um, the thing about cats is the cats who survive the most in the wild are cats who bring food back to the colony. They're the ones that get to procreate. They're the ones whose genes get carried on. So that instinct to when you are not hungry, but you have a creature in your mouth to bring it back home to the people that you live with, to the other people of your colony, right? Which cats will procreate. Yeah. Um when you own cat, you don't own cat. Cat owns you. Not really. That's not how that works. But we love personifying animals. Hi, Bellamy. But yeah, we love personifying. We love giving them human characteristics and human logic. But the reality is, they're just creatures of instinct. Hi there. Yeah. So they just bring it back because the cats who had that instinct to bring the food back lived longer and their colonies lived longer. So that instinct got bred. It's called natural selection. We love personifying everything. So true. Hey, do you guys think I should buy Final Fantasy 15? Ooh. It's up to you, Bio. Do you like those kind of games? Anime characters' nose are always inspired by cat. Fun fact. Oh, I didn't know that. Death Knight says no to, I'm assuming, buying the game. Hmm. I love them. The boys band in a car? What? Exactly. Then you should buy that. Yeah. But yeah, so basically, cats, the only reason why they bring back the dead thing is because you fed them well. And also, cats in colonies when they live in the wild, God, I will get back to the movie in a moment, but it's four guys in a car and people call them a boy band. Nice. But the reason, wait, what's it? In the wild, colonies of cats don't ever live alone, by the way. Fun fact, they live in colonies of up to 15. Cats want to hit, so they bring extra food. No, 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 no. Um, Cats who bring extra food uh live longer. Cats who don't bring extra food died out. So the cats who didn't have the instinct to bring extra food ended up dying. So their genes didn't get passed on. Cats who brought back extra food were able to then carry on their genes. That's all. Because they starved. That's why. But yeah, so cats don't ever live alone because they need each other. Hi, gamer! I paused the movie to talk about cats because I've done a lot of research on cats in the wild. Cats bring extra food to reproduce. Not really. You're you're meant to have sex. You're missing what I'm saying. Procreate improves health. God darn it! I'm talking about natural selection. You heard it. You said same thing. No, I didn't. I said that if they don't I said it's natural selection. The cats who bring back food lived longer. The cats who didn't bring back food uh were colonies were less likely to survive and died out. So those genes that were don't bring back food died out. Genes that were bring back food lived longer. No, no, you're equating bring back food for sex. No, no, no. Bring back food, live long enough to have sex. But one final question. Yes, Bellany? May I? Yes. It's same. It's whatever you want, Death Knight. Fine. It's same. Totally same. Whatever. But yeah. So we will get back to Nosferatu. I'm so sorry. I'm just I really want to point out that we personify cats way too much, which gets to have sex. Yes. The cats that uh the matriarch and the patriarch, because cat colonies tend to be an oligarchy, so or a matriarchy, so only two of the cats in a colony get to mate, and the male cat is in charge of keeping the other male cats at bay, and the female cat is in charge of deciding who gets to procreate. If there's an abundance of food, other felines will get to procreate. But if there isn't an abundance of food, the matriarch will kick out the other female cats if they get pregnant. That's how come you get random stray mamas under people's houses having babies by themselves, is because matriarch kicked them out. Domination. See, you're saying the same thing. I'm really not. We need sex to live. We need sex to keep the species going. You don't say, Kappa. But yeah, so basically, cats are very social creatures. They live in colonies of up to 15, except for amusement parks. We have seen colonies of thank you, Dowa. No problem, Bellamy. Dogs too. Dogs are also very social creatures, yeah. But cats are social in different ways. It was very informative. Yes, yes, yes. Back to movie now. But yeah, people don't realize cats are social and they need attention. If you think cats are standoffish, you've only met neglected cats. It was a nice class. Yeah, yeah. Back to movie. Sorry, I went on a tangent. But what brought this conversation? Death Knight or somebody, I could be wrong about who mentioned a pigeon, a cat bringing a pigeon home. And I was like, oh, fun fact. That's a very specific instinct that has led to the survival of cats. It me. Yeah. But yeah, I just wanted to correct some misinformation out there that people think cats think we're dumb. Cats don't think we're dumb. Cats are dumb. Every chaos in chat is done by me. True, true. You or gamer. Or Loomis. Loomis is pretty chaotic. Thank you for sharing this information. Yeah, no problem, Bellamy. But yeah, back to Nosferatu. It's such a classic. Me and Bellamy basically never start chaos. No, but you do contribute to chat, which I enjoy. I think it is mustache. Edward sexier ancestor, I guess. Hmm. What was that, a hyena? It's super blurred. Raccoon. Oh, yeah, it might have been a fox. An ugly dog. Wait, is that true, Bellamy? Raccoons aren't dangerous, they're cute. Nosferatu, who liveth and feedeth on human blood, this unholy creature liveth in sinister caves, tombs, and coffins, which are filled with cursed dirt from the fields of the Black Death. Ooh. Yeah, I know that. It's true. Oh, they have, was it exterior visage or something? Oh yeah, they chop their heads off. Female praying mantis do that, yeah. Sorry for the ASMR rapper throwing away my snacky trash. Can I make it in the trash can from here? I did it! It almost bounced out, but it did it. This like nature channels going on in the background. Yeah, I like it though. I loved Animal Planet growing up. I would be down to watch like a nature documentary with you guys. It's a pseudo penis. And female spiders eat their partner. Do all female spiders do that or just some? A vampire's terrible phantoms and 7 deadly sins. How is he so happy? Even death wasn't enough to deter male mantis. It's just the name for what they have. Nice. Animal Planet is bankrupted. Yeah. God, we're all sharing fun facts. That's awesome. Did you know the average cat's intelligence is equivalent to a 3-year-old child? Whereas the average dog's intelligence is that of a 7-year-old child? Fun fact, people die when kill them. Fun fact, Death Knight takes their soul when people die. Dogs are smarter, wouldn't have guessed. Yeah. Yeah, dogs are smart enough to know that we don't speak dog. But cats aren't smart enough to know that we don't speak cat. And Madame Dowager killed them. Yes, I do. My assassiny ways have yet to fully leave me. I've tried, but I don't know. I've seen some very smart dogs. Yeah. Well, that's the average dog. Some dog breeds are dumber than others. Like Chihuahuas are one of the dumbest dog breeds. Pay what you will, we stop here. Monkeys are smartest ones? Yeah. Don't act goofy and you'll look smart? Yeah. That's true, Bellamy. We won't go. We've got bad feeling about heading over the pass. He just has this goofy smile on his face the whole time. I forgot about that. And what a nice trench coat he has, too. It's creepy. Oh. Fun fact, when you see in Night Sky, as soon as the Hudja crossed the bridge, he was seized by the eerie visions he so often told me of. Okay, fun fact, when you see in Night Sky, half of the stars are blown up. Their light reached us now. Yeah, we won't, some of them are probably dead, but we'll get to see, we may never get to see the explosions in our lifetime. But we can tell how far away they are based on the light that reaches us. Isn't that crazy? That's how we know how far away certain galaxies are. It's not like we sent a probe and measured. We had to do math calculations. Isn't math amazing? Yeah, light takes years to reach us. Yeah. And there's a decay in the light, so that's how we know. You could you imagine seeing a supernova from this planet? I think we have. We've seen certain stars die. There he is, my boy. Ah! I die a little inside. Saliva went the wrong way. And my cat just looks at me like he's offended. Hydrate, you bastard! Hydrate! Let me cough a little bit first before I try putting water in again. Because the wrong tube was activated. He looks like Despicable Me. That's actually really funny. No, we can't until sun blows up. No, we can, from other... we filmed it. We filmed, a star blowing up. I think, what, like 3 years ago? We saw one. I'm sure there's been more than one. We just won't see one without a telescope with the naked eye. It was not. We've seen stars blow up. I know we have. Not just planets. We've seen. I love space. Space is great. We should watch a documentary about space. Oh god. Okay, water. I know very much about it. We can watch Big Bang. Ah, there's Nosferatu. Space is one of my favorite things. It is. I love sci-fi. Oh, if there's a... Is there a sci... Oh! Metropolis! Metropolis is in the public domain. And it's one of the first, major sci-fi films. We could watch that someday. There are some good ones on YouTube. Nice. So he doesn't fear the sun. Nope. Look at him. Creepy and evil. We're about 20 minutes into an hour-long film. Right? I know, there's about an hour more to this. Okay. Cool. Ghosty's home! 19th Uber driver? Nice. I just looked up Metropolis. It reminds me so much of BioShock. It does. It would be a really good film. Once I finish BioShock Infinite, we can watch it. There are two tapes of Universe Observer. Universe which we know is there, and Non-Observer. Universe which we know exists, but don't know where. True, Death Knight. Oh, thank you. I'm watching, wait. You have kept me waiting too long. It's almost midnight. The servants are asleep. I can't wait for this guy to get slurped. What? Oh! Can you open this? It's my planner I ordered. Thank you, Ghosty. It's so nice. There's gonna be another package on its way today. I don't know why they didn't bring both at the same time. I asked for it to be packaged together. Like, I could have waited.
That makes entirely too much sense for them to package them together.
Yeah. I mean, no, but like on Amazon you can say to put it together. And I did, and I don't know why I waste the packaging. Oh well. Isn't that the slurped like a goddamn smoothie? Isn't that the vampire's MO? Yeah. Ghost, my stone reached there. I will be there soon. Your soul will be mine in the end. No, Death Knight, his soul will not be yours. For tomorrow we play. Ghosty in the distance. No. But tomorrow we play finals, and I will give you your 25 more souls for another week. Unless Despicable Me has some specific tastes. Yeah, okay, tomorrow's the payday then. Yep. End of Act 1. Act 2. So, if you can't already tell, this is very similar to Bram Stoker's Dracula. He's like the Jonathan Harker, he's the Dracula, Count Olaf instead of Count Dracula, right? It's very similar. Some people do that. Some people eat a lot of things with a fork and knife. Okay, wait. Let's go back to just a moment. Look at this guy's face. I want you to tell me who he looks like. Does he not? They wrote something in Chinese. Eagle. Does he not look like Edward Scissorhands Johnny Depp? Am I wrong? Does he not look like that? He does, right? Johnny Depp with no eyebrows. Like, or practically no eyebrows. It looks so much like him. Yeah, he does. Sweet, okay. Glad I'm not crazy. He looks kind of like Johnny Depp. Or Johnny Depp looks like him, I should say, because Johnny Depp's younger. Now that you mention it, he really does, right? The blood! He cut himself. Oh no. You've hurt yourself. The precious blood. Why are they... Run, motherfucker! Why are you so slow? Run! I like the acting, though, yeah. Can we not stay together a little while longer, my lovely man? It's still quite a long time until sunrise, and I sleep by day, dear fellow, completely dead to the world. He is gay. Yeah, he absolutely is. That's how it seems. As soon as the sun rose, the shadows of the night retreated from Hata. That has to be so uncomfortable. Oh, thank you, my dear. Why is he showing his Adam's apple? I don't know. Foreshadowing? Really bad foreshadowing compared to modern day foreshadowing because film industry has grown and progressed as an art form. He's like, ooh, give me food. Let me cut myself again. Why is it called Adam's apple? I think it is a colloquial term having to do with the Bible. Because Adam and Eve, like the apple was stuck in his throat or something, I don't know. Has it? Mm. Sometimes doesn't feel like it. I mean, you know, there's going to be people, there's always going to be people in every industry who do not take a reverence to the people before them. And when that happens, they end up not learning from past films and they end up making the same crap that already was made. So that's where you get the really shitty films, is because they didn't, it's like it's been done before. Everything's derivative, sure, but the whole point is to not do the same mistakes that, or not the mistakes necessarily, but the same concepts. You can do them better. It's to learn from what's been done. Yes, be derived, but learn from it. You're right. Yeah. It's weird. I don't want Adam's apple stuck in my throat. Yeah. These are good ones. Yeah. My darling dearest, do not be troubled that your beloved is far away. The mosquitoes are a terrible nuisance to just bit me on the neck. Side by side, quite close together. Humans don't learn from the mistake, but say you should learn from your elders' mistakes. Yeah. Or not even mistakes, just learn new tricks, right? One dreams deeply in the desolate castle, but don't let that frighten you. Like, imagine it like this. The wheel gets invented, right? The wheel exists. Then somebody else comes along and they make a better version of the wheel, right? And then another person comes along, ignores the fact that the wheel exists, that a better version of the wheel exists, and they go, I want to find a way to move around on my own. And so they invent a version of the wheel themselves, but it's rudimentary. It's not based on previous designs that already existed. So they basically make the original wheel, which is now subpar to the newer, better wheel, when instead they could have looked at the past designs and improved upon them, making a third incarnation a better wheel from that. But instead, no, they went backwards. That's how the film industry kind of is. If you don't look at what's been done before and what's been done well, you can't replicate what you enjoy from it, and you cannot change what you don't enjoy from it. You just end up making what's been done before in not the best way possible. That's my point. Not necessarily mistakes, just grow upon what has been done. Add to it. Don't start from scratch. People have done the hard work for you for centuries. Just, you know. Also, probably a huge sums of money that are involved. Yeah, humans are not made like that. Yeah. The ghostly evening light seemed to bring the castle shadows to life again. They have to run their chicky brain. Yeah. Oh! Your wife has a lovely neck. Oh. This guy's a pervert. Yeah. I'm buying the house, that nice deserted house across from yours. Yep, he wants him and his wife. He don't care. He wants the precious blood. At night, the same Nosferatu digs his slams into his victims and his claws into his victims and suckles himself to the hellish elixir of their blood. Blood. Like, beware that his shadow does not engulf you like a demonic nightmare. That's not creepy at all. Ooh, it's so scary I'm peeing my pants. So, for the time period, this legitimately scared people. Not like a lot, it scared mostly like younger people. Yeah, the blanket's gonna protect you. This thing. At that very moment. She's a very pretty lady, that actress. Bro just did what every kid does when you hear a noise. Yeah, that's where children learn to hide under blankets.
Why are you attacking?
My 5-year-old brother will laugh at this and throw a stone on it too. Yeah. Yeah, now, children now, they're used to so much. But... Ellen? Or is... A doctor! Get a doctor! Children don't get afraid too easily now. I think it's just in comparison what they grow up with. Because at the time, people didn't grow up with horror films, right? So, and suspense being built with just imagery like this was new. Atta! I hate kids. A lot of people on the internet feel that way. I shouldn't say on the internet, just people in general, because on the internet they exist in real life too. Kids are annoying. They can be, yeah. They're learning about the world. They have to be annoying when they're young to learn to be proper adults when they're older. It's part of the process. That door is so thin and flimsy. What a set they built. Nah, they're just annoying. Sure. Different perspectives. Just a mild case of blood congestion. The doctor describe. Okay. The D's? The D's. What is up with that? It looks like S's, you know? It's D look like S. Yeah, it's so hard for my dyslexic brain. And then this is the S, which is totally fine, but it's okay. The doctor described Ellen's anxiety to me as some sort of unknown illness, but I know that on that night her soul heard the call of the death bird. Nosferatu was already spreading his wings at dawn. Hatter set out, and then this H. What on earth? Is that an H? Am I wrong? Because this is an N. This is a lowercase n. Wait, no, that's not an H. This is an H. His name isn't Hutter. What's his name? I have to find another word to figure out what his name is. What's his name? I keep calling him Hutter, but that's an H, so that's horror. His name isn't Hutter. Nutter? No, that's an N. This is an N. This is a uppercase N. It's not the same. Butter? Where's a B? This is a capital B. Where's a lowercase b? No, here, look. This is a lowercase b right here. Bird. No. What is his name? What is this? How did people read this back then? This is mysterious. Gutter? Okay, I could believe it's G. This is a lowercase g. It would be a capital. So is this a capital G then? Yeah, I think this is supposed to be a capital G. Okay. Okay, we solved it. His name is not Hutter, it's Gutter. Which sounds terrible. That's a terrible name. Alright. Gutter in Hindi means swear. Interesting. Isn't that Hutter? No, look at the H over here. And then look at the, where's a capital H? Here's a capital N. It is Hutter. I just checked. Oh, okay. So this is a capital H then. Is that what it is? Thomas Hutter. Okay. See, I told you, Nutter. No, N is here. Nosferatu N. This is H. Okay, so I was right. It is Hutter. Why did I confused myself with the dyslexia, and the text is so difficult. But this being a D is bullshit. Look at the B. Look at how they did the B. They did the B nice. They could have done the D nicers. You know? This is not S. Soctor subscribed. Then what is this? H is also there. E is nice. Yeah, so I got confused because this is the lowercase h, this is the capital H. This is a capital N, this is the lowercase n. So it actually does make sense that this is H and this is N. But oh my gosh, but the D, doctor described. It's subscribed to you. Yeah, that's what it looks like. E is nice. Yeah, the E is nice. Yeah. The X is cool. I like the X. Is it weird that I can read it perfectly fine? No, I have dyslexia. It's totally normal. You're normal. I'm broken. That's all. I'm broken. You're perfectly fine, Bio. Or maybe you have a superpower. Let's go with that. Bio has a superpower that Bio can read this perfectly. But yeah, so the doctor described Ellen's anxiety to me as some sort of unknown illness, but I know on that night her soul heard the call of the death bird. Nosferatu was already spreading his wings. At dawn, Hutter set out that investigates the horror of the previous nights. Yeah, superpower to read, yeah. I can't read it though, yeah, so Bio has a superpower. Yeah, so Thomas Hutter is basically the dollar store version of Jonathan Harker. Ooh. I didn't mean to do that. That was funny. Wait, hold on. Let me move my Discord over because it's... There we go. Okay. I got a notification. I was just trying to look at it. If you kill a guy buried under a dog's body so police dogs smell it will be the dog's body. Yeah, they'll think that the dog alerted to the dog, but you have to make sure there's a great distance between the dog and the human body. Gamer, why are you in the general chat? Just 2 little pieces of paper, yeah. For his teeth, yep. Hey, look, back in the day, people knew how to suspend disbelief, alright? Bored, so I'm just chilling. Yeah, but you're in a voice channel. I'm so confused as to why, but okay. I am aware. Alright. I thought maybe you just didn't know. I've done that before. Just put, and then somebody was like, hello, and I was like, what? He's taking dirt from his homeland. He can't travel. Without it. So he's stacking the boxes. Bye, I have to go have some stuff. Bye. Bye, Death Knight. Also, it's showing how strong he is because those boxes are supposed to be filled with dirt and super heavy. Which you would only know if you've read Bram Stoker's Dracula, because clearly Nosferatu is a ripoff of that, without giving proper credit, which is hilarious. The raftsmen were oblivious to the strange cargo they piloted downstream. See you tomorrow in game. Yes, noon tomorrow. Noon my time. I don't know. I don't remember what time your time. It really is. So what I do sometimes is just go into a voice chat to see if anyone wants to talk play. Ah, okay. That's fair. See you. That's fair, gamer. That makes sense. I was just curious because I just saw you there and was like, oh, person. He was brought to the hospital yesterday by farmers. They said he had fallen. He still has a fever. Oh no. We have 10 hours difference between our time. 10 p.m. your time, then. Nosferatu was coming. Danger was on its way to Wisborg. Professor Bulwer? Bulwer? A Paris Paracelsian Paracelsian. He was then investigating the secrets of nature and its unifying principles. Told me about it. Caskets filled with dirt were loaded onto a double what? Double-masted Shuna Empusa. A ship by the name of Empusa. Okay, cool. Yeah. The ship set sail tonight. Port Authority Gallas billing of lading ship route Gallas of Whisper Port. Embarkation. Cargo 6 crates of dirt for experimental purposes. So he shipped himself in the coffin, wanted to try it as a kid too, only in a bag, yeah. I should note that in those days, Professor Bowler was teaching his students about the dreadful methods of carnivorous plants. One viewed with horror the mysterious workings of nature. Like a vampire? No. As the predator Nosferatu approached, it seemed that the estate agent Knock had already begun to fall under his spell. That's foreshadowing. Yep. The patient who was admitted yesterday has gone stark, raving mad. I think a lot of people wanted to ship themselves as a kid. Like, it was just an idea to, well, put me in a bag and then I'll go to sleep and I'll wake up somewhere else. I don't think I thought about the logistics, you know, about traveling and almost dying. So instead of Renfield, he is Enfield. You know, it's a little on the nose. Blood is life. Blood is life. Hi, Dimitri. so much cuddles today. And this one here. A polyp with tentacles. Transparent, almost ethereal. Little more than a phantom. Spiders. Ellen was often spotted on the beach in the solitude of the dunes. Her eyes scanned the waves and the horizon as she pined for her beloved. She's waiting for her hubby to come home. Gosh, is that a graveyard? What is happening? A little croquet, eh? He just hit it in one direction and then the other direction. I don't think they know how to play croquet. There. My darling dearest, do not be troubled that your beloved is far away. The letter that he wrote her. The mosquitoes are okay, so we already read this letter. He got bit on the neck by the mosquitoes, which is very telling of what happened. One dreams deeply in the desolate castle, but don't let that frighten you. She's wearing a black dress like she's in mourning. No, I must go. I must get home as quickly as possible. To sell property. So Mr. Knock, Enfield or whatever was a Enfield Knock was a property management person. Jonathan Harker was hired to go travel on his behalf to sell property to Nosferatu. Real estate agent. There you go. Yeah, so Jonathan Harker was just acting as a real estate agent on behalf of Mr. Knock, who went mad and is now in the asylum. Okay, thanks. Yeah. Yeah, because Nosferatu wrote him a letter being like, I want property. A plague epidemic has broken out in Transylvania and in the Black Sea. Poor Tavanna and Balat as masses of young people are dying. All victims appear to have the same strange wounds on their necks, the origin of which is still a mystery to doctors. The Dardanelles have been closed. I don't know what that word is. To all ship. I'm assuming it's like ports. All the ports have been closed to all ships suspected of carrying the plague. Wow, they really gave it a long time to read this. I shouldn't have paused. They really made the movie like, let's have Dracula, but the also carries the plague like HIV as a plot. Okay, no, so he doesn't carry the plague. So what he's doing is he's just mass feeding on people, and then people are basically anemic, and the anemia symptoms, because instead of just killing the people, he lets them live. So the doctors think it's a plague, but really it's just him feeding on people. A sailor has taken it below deck. He's delirious. But in Dracula, he doesn't feed on everybody. He just, as a plot, yeah, he just feeds on the boat people, killing them all before they get to land, and then at land he goes after Mina and Lucy. He doesn't go after everybody. But in Nosferatu, he feeds on everybody. Oh, I thought they had the plague as well. They do have the plague, kinda, but they mention the Black Plague, but it's just a mention. Earlier they mentioned the Black Plague, so that's probably why you thought that. It's all good. You see Nosferatu there? creepy. It spread like a scourge through the ship. The first sailor that was infected pulled the whole crew down into a dark, watery grave. By the light of the sinking sun, the captain and first mate said goodbye to the last of their comrades. Nice effect for its time. Yeah. I'll explain how they did it, if you want. It's actually quite similar to some of the effects in the original Star Trek. So, having the plague is a good way to hide what he's doing to them. Yeah. So, having overlapping film like that. So back then it was the literal cutting room floor where it was they filmed everything with literal film, so you had to cut it up. All they did was they used a special adhesive to cover to place the film over each other and glue it that way. And of course they have the special glue. They glue that they use when they cut the pieces apart, that they use to glue them together, right? And you make copies of film. So the original film would be a bunch of pieces glued together. And then you would make copies of that. And then that is what went out to theaters. But yeah, so they basically just overlapped 2 frames. If you know what film looks like, the tiny little squares. So they had to match it up frame by frame, literally. And frames per second was literally how many frames went through the how do you know it? Oh, I have I I studied some film and making film in college. It sounds like a lot of work. It is a lot of work. Also, my great uncle was an original editor on Star Trek. It was one of his first ever jobs. He um he was an assistant editor for the original Star Trek series, and then one of many. They had dozens, so you can't figure out who I am from that info, I don't think. And then I won't say what other stuff he did, because then that could narrow it down, because he was a lead editor for some old westerns. I'll leave it at that. But basically, same thing with the original Star Trek. What they would do for the transporter, you know, that shiny glittery effect? Sounds awesome. Yeah. So you know that shiny glittery effect? They put glitter in water and spun it in a circle, and they filmed the glass of glitter water, and they used that shot and would overlap it with the actors with the literal film for the original Star Trek, gluing it over, just like in Nosferatu. That's how they made that effect. And they would do 2 shots of like the room. I remember there was a black and white movie that used red and blue filters to make a really cool effect using colored makeup that couldn't be seen until they changed the filter. Yeah, that's actually really similar to what people are doing on TikTok now with the red and blue filters. A lot of people are doing that, and it's probably inspired without them even knowing by the red and blue filters. But yeah, so that's how a lot of film effects were done, because there was no CGI. There was no editing on a computer, because there were no computers in 1922. You had to physically do it with your own hands. You had to come up with ways. The ingenuity people had is amazing. I'm going below if I'm not back up again in 10 minutes. Was it actually that long ago when I think about it? It's crazy. Yeah. Yeah, this is just over 100 years ago now. This movie. is 102 years old. Well, this year it'll be turning 102. The fake nails they have on that actor, how crazy. Yeah, you can put it in stream related bio. Oh yeah, so that's actually in Dracula is the captain tying himself. Okay, so that he does kill the people. What ports did they stop at? Because in Dracula, I don't remember them stopping at ports, but I haven't read that book in forever. The death ship had a new captain. End of Act 3, Act 4! It is difficult to say how the weak and young Hutter was able to overcome all the obstacles of the trip home. Meanwhile, the deadly breath of Nosferatu filled the sails of the ship so that it flew toward... Okay, I missed that last ending. Hold on. Flew towards its goal with supernatural speed. Oh, Karl Struss technique. Interesting. I'll show it for stream in a moment. After the film. Because how much? We got 30 minutes. And today's gonna be a slightly shorter stream, I think. Yeah. Tomorrow's an art stream. The super breath like Superman, yeah. I must go to him. He's coming. What the hell? This music is sick. Oh, the death ship, how it marches forward. Ah, ah, ah. You're right there, buddy. The master is near. The master is near. Ah, ah, ah. Looks like he wants to eat his bars. What the hell? Why would you go into there to light a ciggy? That doesn't make sense to me. I have wondered for a long time why it was said that Nosferatu took his coffins filled with dirt. With him, I have surmised that vampires can only draw their shadowy strength from the cursed earth in which they were buried. He literally went, I dropped something here. Yeah. Going ups. Yeah, so that's supposed to be filled with dirt, so it's showing you Nosferatu's strength. Although, in Bram Stoker's Dracula, daylight affected him, I'm pretty sure. I don't know why now it's, like, bright daylight. Look at all the rats. No, Dimitri, is that your papa? Is your papa here? He hears you. Hey, love. Dimitri saw rats. Yeah, he did. Dinner time. Yep. He went, give me that. I see a little tail I can nibble on. Look at that wallpaper. Oh, she found her love again. He's back. Thank God you are safe. Everything will be all right now. What's up, Dimitri? We've looked everywhere, not a living soul on board. Probably dumped the bodies overboard. Oh, not a living soul, so there's bodies. The manifest. Varna, July 12th. Crew, besides myself, the captain. 1 helmsman, 1 ship's mate, 5 sailors. Yeah, because he was in the dirt box, so he's not in the manifest. There's nobody. God, the way that thing bounces would terrify me. Hey, Bellamy. You too. Did someone get slurped? The entire crew got slurped. The entire boat, not a living soul, was safe. They all died. I am happy with this outcome. Danger of plague. Return to your homes. Bolt all the windows and doors. Dowa, do you by any chance own a PS4 or 5? Yes, but it's not hooked up, and I don't plan on hooking it up. I have a PS4. It's technically Ghosties, but yeah. It's up on a shelf somewhere. I'd have to ask him to set it up for me. Because I haven't played console since Nintendo 64. You highly recommend Bloodborne? Okay. Okay, I might have to for some Bloodborne. Proclamation, be it hereby decreed that the municipal... Okay, the fact that they had to put the subtitles here because this is so illegible tells you something about the font. Forbid the citizenry to transport the suspected plague-stricken to the hospital, as this shall only spread the plague through the streets of our town. Bloodborne is amazing! Especially after watching this movie with this aesthetic. Okay, okay. And this time, you're the vampire? Ooh. Okay, I kind of want to play Vampire now. I've never played it. I also want to replay Dishonored. End of Act 4. Act 5! I believe this is the final act. If I remember correctly. Vampire! Yeah. A good vampire game I like is Vampire. Nice. Okay. Okay. I'll play some Vampire. I'll also play some Dishonored. After BioShock Infinite, I also still I'm going back to Elden Ring on what day? Elden Ring on Sunday. Tomorrow is art. Oh wait, tomorrow is the finals. Friday is art. Saturday is Star Wars. Sunday is Elden Ring. So the next 4 days is already planned. Hutter has made Ellen promise not to touch the book which had caused him to have such frightening visions, but she found its strange force irresistible. Oh, that's cute. If you like older games, Vampire the Masquerade. Oh, I love Vampire the Masquerade. Are you kidding me? I've played that game so much. Um, uh, uh Vampire the Masquerade Bloodline is one of my favorite games of all time. Interesting when vampires' victims look like they have been killed by some sickness. Yeah. Well, they don't know what a vampire is in this world. It's not a thing. At night, that same Nosferatu digs his claws into his victims and suckles himself on the hellish elixir of their blood. What's your clan? Ooh, let's see. I have played as Nosferatu. Funny enough, that is a clan. Could it be Nosferatu? No, no, no. I have played. Uh, aren't they making a sequel? Yes, they are. It was supposed to come out last year, but it didn't. They changed it, and I don't know why. So, but I have it saved. I'm waiting for it to come out later this later this month on the 23rd. Stargate Timekeepers is coming out. I pre-ordered it, so I'll be playing that one. I want to play the new Vampire Masquerade Bloodlines 2 that comes out when it comes out. There's a bunch of games I want to play this year. It's supposed to be this year now for the sequel. Supposed to be. We'll see. I rather them take their time and do it right, so I don't mind waiting. I'll wait another 2 years if I have to for a sequel. Beware that his shadow does not engulf you like a demonic nightmare. Deliverance is possible by no other means, but that... Oh, I didn't answer your question about the clans. So I have played Nosferatu, but I think not Ventru. Ventru's good. Ventru's good. I'm trying to think of the name. It's the crazy blood magic one. It's not popping in my head. You know what I mean? Uh so Vampire the Masquerade is also a pen and paper. Malkavians, thank you. I love Malkavians. I love the Malkavians. I loved the twins. Interesting choice. Yeah, they're so fun to play as. But I played Vampire the Masquerade as a pen and paper game before I played the video games, because in case you don't know, Dungeons and Dragons is a pen and paper game. There are other pen and paper games similar to Dungeons and Dragons. Vampire the Masquerade is one of them. There's also Mage the Awakening, which is also really good. So there's a bunch of different pen and paper games. Dungeons and Dragons is just like the most notable because it changed the way pen and paper games are. Pen and paper games used to be did someone say D&D? Yes. So pen and paper games like D&D used to be war battle reenactments of like the Civil War or the World Wars. People would do pen and paper games of real life battles and see if they could like if they were there, if they did this, how would the outcome be? Um, However, D&D changed that, revolutionized the pen and paper game world uh by turning it into fantasy, complete and total fiction with powers and ability. These old-time isekai, yeah, there you go, exactly. Old-time isekai. Is what it sounds like. Yeah. Yeah. So, but D&D revolutionized that, and not too long after D&D came out, a bunch of other games came out like Vampire the Masquerade. Mage the Awakening is a newer one. Now we have stuff like Gloomhaven and all these that's a board game slash pen and paper. So, but yeah, so I believe Vampire the Masquerade started as a pen and paper game, and then when video games became a thing, Vampire what is it? The Masquerade Redemption was the first one I played. Bloodlines was the second one I played. I played them out of order. But yeah, so I'm really excited for the Bloodlines 2 game. I hope it's really really good. I hope so. They're taking their time on it. They changed when it would be released to give them more time to develop it. So I'm hoping that's a good sign. That means that they're taking it seriously and that they're not rushing the project, because the story is what matters. And the fact that you can play as all these different factions, and it matters. If you play as Nosferatu, you have to stick to the sewers, because the moment people see you, they know you're a monster. But I liked playing Malkavian. I liked being a little crazy. But yeah. Deliverance is possible by no other means but that of innocent maiden maketh the vampire. Ere heed not the first crowing of the cock, but 'tis done by the sacrifice of her own blood. Did you gone? Okay, it's going. What happened to the music? Okay, there's the music. That is what I look at every night. You're next, Charlotte. You're next. Fear looked in every corner of town who was still healthy, who was sick. Okay, and then this is our Lucy character. I'll run over quickly to fetch Sievers. And fetch Sievers. This is like a super abridged version of Dracula, I must say. Oof! Look at all them dead. They just walk in the boxes. is a killer amongst your community. Yes, yes, yes. Deliverance is possible by no other means but that of an innocent maiden maketh the vampire. Heed not the first crowing of the cock, but this done by the sacrifice of her own blood. A prolific one at that. Yep. A prolific vampire killer. Ah, ah, ah. The town was paralyzed by fear. They were looking for a scapegoat. They chose Knock. Who's insane in the asylum? It's totally his fault, right? Yeah. The people saw him. He fled from the house. He strangled the god. Sorry, your impressions make me pause. Made me pause. Yeah. They strangled him. He's a vampire. He's not. He's just lost his mind because of the vampire. But, you know, the evil you know is less scary than the evil you don't know. Please continue. Oh my god. Get your pitchforks. Okay, y'all trying not to spread plague. Yet, look at what you're doing. Oh my god, this is terrible. This is terrible. Look at this. This is terrible. They're just hitting him. He's innocent. Hey, Dimitri, I just need to adjust my legs real quick. There we go. We still cuddling, buddy. Oh yeah, settle right in, my kitty. People are afraid. Yeah. They need a scapegoat, yeah. Because the evil you know is less terrifying than the evil you don't know. Witcher all over again. Yep. Just spread and plague. Except there isn't actually a plague, so they're not gonna hurt each other, but yeah. Or not. He was just a businessman. Trying to do business. I wonder how the book equals, like, doing that to people. That I also don't get. Okay. They don't know where he is. They're just a gaggle fuck running around. Well, if they don't get rid of the vampire, the whole village is doomed. Yeah, but he's not the vampire. Nock isn't the vampire. He's just insane. But they don't know that. And they also don't know that there's a vampire. They just know that they think there's a plague. And they think Nock is responsible for the plague. Oh wait, no, they called him a vampire. Sorry, they think Nock is the vampire. So they're a little dumb there. Even if when I grossly underestimated his appetite, yeah. Damn, yeah. Grab this titty for safety. The safety boob grab in the middle of the night is a real thing. That's the most realistic thing about this whole film, is when you're a woman and you're scared in the middle of the night, you grab, we all have the one titty that, you know, right or left, dependent upon woman. We just grab it. Yeah, for me, it's my right titty. It's just like, oh, okay, I'm safe, I'm alive, I'm here. You've never seen a woman do that? What about when men are scared? You can't touch my titty, but you have your own chest. Pick whichever side makes you feel safest. May we hope? You may hope. You can have hope. Dang. What the hell is with it? Look at him! That's so funny! The music is on point. Peeping Tom, yeah. Bulwer, get Bulwer! The doctor. OG Backstreet Boy, yeah. It's straight up Thriller hands when you think about it. The Michael Jackson Thriller was probably inspired by like Nosferatu or something along the lines, because the Thriller movie or music video, sorry, not movie, is has a lot of horror themes in it, so I wouldn't be surprised if that dance move was inspired by Nosferatu. I wouldn't be surprised, yeah. Sam Bellamy, Sam. The play on shadow there was actually quite cool and clever. See? See? Safety titty grab. That is a legit thing. At a fear she grabbeth upon her breast. The left tata of safety. And he doing it too! He's like, it's mine now. Isn't it the heart that's being grabbed? Closer to the heart? Yeah. So left for her? Yeah. But if you read older novels, they say she clenched upon her, like, breast or whatever out of fear or something. It's in old books. It's not always the left side, though. But, I think in that moment, I think you're right. It was for the heart, Bellamy. But it was, Nosferatu that grabbed the heart, truly. So if someone grabbed the right one, you know they're not looking for just courage. I guess. The master, the master. Nice paper town in the back. Yep. Yep, background. Which is crazy, because they had, like, a legitimate, like, good set. I don't know what happened. The daylight got him? The master is dead. Oh, no! The fair maiden gave up her blood. The whole movie is this whole movie is amazing. The fair maiden gave up her blood willingly or something, right? That's what happened. And then I don't fully grasp that. Cutter. Okay, see, that's an H I can read. The monster appearance and play on shadow is only a glimpse. the tip of the iceberg, yeah. There he is, yeah. Yeah, they really went, let's do Bram Stoker's Dracula, but abridged. Dr. Van Helsing. Technically, his name is Duell in this. He's our Dr. Van Helsing, but yeah. And the truth bore witness to the miracle at the very moments the great death came to an end, and the shadow of the death bird was gone, as if obliterated by the triumphant rays of the living sun. As if obliterated, but it wasn't the sun. It was the maiden gave up her blood. This was confusing ending for me. Yeah. So in the book that they showed us twice, she gave up her blood, right? The book was like, if a fair maiden gives up her blood, it, you know, but she didn't really. She was terrified. She didn't want that. That was the ending. Yep. The end. Anticlimactic. Yeah, the Nosferatu died. The fair maiden gave up her blood, and then he walked into the sun, so then that was it. Yep. So abrupt. Yep. Very abrupt. I don't know why they did that, but hold on. I am... No, stop. I want to show you the scene that Bio sent me. Bio sent me a video in stream related, and it basically is some movie magic from back in the day. So we're just gonna... So the octopus transformation complete. Carl stress technique. He would die. I don't think he knew. He died because magic. So in Bram Stoker's original, sunlight would kill the vampire. But in Nosferatu, he could be in the sun. I don't know why he could be in the sun. Maybe because they couldn't make it look like nighttime with the movie magic at the time. They didn't know how to make it look like night. So then they had to come up with some other wacky thing. So they changed the story in the worst way. But, you know, for whatever reason, of course, old monster died because of ignorance. Yeah. And also the fair maiden had to give up her blood willingly, so I guess technically she did, but she didn't look like she was doing it willingly. She looked like she was frozen in fear. I mean, did he kill himself after killing his last victim? No, because she was still alive, I'm pretty sure.
Captain Hook, who thought he could match wits with me.
You're the octopus.
You're right, Mr. Morgan. I have a pair of arms for two.
Yeah, so the way they did this movie magic here, so it's a black and white film, but there's a bunch of makeup on her, so they have a filter. So incredible makeup. Wow, looks cool. Yeah, so all the makeup is already on her. What they did is they had a red light filter versus blue light filter or whatever over a black and white camera film. And so that way when they switch the filter, you no longer see how she looks here. You see her with all the dimensions magnified.
Captain Hook, who thought he could match wits.
So the switch of a filter in front of the lens
You're the octopus.
is all they had to do.
You're right, Mr. Morgan.
Yep. So that's all they had to do. Crazy, right? Isn't that awesome? But yeah. I thought that was super cool. Oh, but yeah, so that was Nosferatu, which was really cool. I had fun. Um, did you guys, how'd you guys, yeah, it was cool. How'd you feel about the movie? I know it's like not the best. It's not like watching the Avengers. Wheel of Movement, not today. I have a kitty in my lap. And he's so cuddly. I love that effect. It looks so good. But yeah, I'm gonna end stream here. Today is a shorter stream.
Sit your ass up.
Check posture. Yes, yes. It was better than expected. Yeah, for an older film. Yeah, absolutely. At the very least, yes, I will do a posture check. Thank you. But yeah, so today is a shorter stream, only about 4 hours. Tomorrow I am playing finals, and then after I play finals, I will be finishing BioShock Infinite. It was way better than expected. I need to dissect that film. Yes. There is so much in that film, the step by step. They rushed the ending. Um it's like they did the abridged version of Dracula and then cut the ending super short. Um which I don't know why they did. It's an hour and 20 minutes. Or hour and 10 minutes and something or whatever. But yeah, tomorrow I'll be playing the finals with Shido and Death Knight. Run out of funding, maybe. Well, thank you guys. Maybe, or time, or they didn't because like, you know what, funding makes more sense because of the way the set looked in the background. It was delightful. Yeah, it was fun having you guys here to chat with. Thanks for being here, guys. Thanks, Bellamy, Shido, Bio, and Gamer, and all the others. And Death Knight. But yeah, so tomorrow finals, and then I'll play until I finish BioShock Infinite, and then on, gosh, I just had it open too. And then Friday is art stream. I will be painting, and then after painting, I will be doing embroidery. Yeah, so noon tomorrow EST, noon Friday EST, noon on Saturday, Star Wars Saturday EST. And then Sunday will be an evening stream, evening Elden Ring at 6 p.m. on Sunday. All Eastern Standard Time. Excited for painting? Yeah, I have a mask I'm gonna paint. I have a fox mask. I'm gonna paint using acrylic paint pens. So I think that'll be fun. Have a good one, Dow. I will. All right. Good night, or not good night. Good afternoon. Have a good evening. Thank you all for hanging out.